today for the Bitcoin and altcoin prices with MMCrypto, the one and only one. We are going to talk about his top 5 altcoin picks, and believe it or not, one of them might surprise you. This one might get even 100x in this bull cycle, in this altcoin cycle. I want to talk about the specific altcoins he is holding, whether I'm holding them as well, what prices we are predicting for them, and much, much more. Make sure you watch this video until the very end. You sit down, you scroll down, you smash up the like button for this video until the new all-time high. And before I am coming to the most important question of today, I want to incentivize everyone. If you could scroll down, you leave your favorite altcoins in the comment section. You upvote them. Me and MMCrypto, we will be going into the altcoin section and we will see what altcoins you are actually interested in. With that being said, I want to know from you, MMCrypto, how are you doing today, my man?
Well, as you know, it's a great day to be in crypto. It's a great year to be in crypto, and very glad to be joining you today. Very excited to talk altcoins. A lot of people know I'm very passionate about altcoins and have been even in the bear market when nobody else was. We were still talking about it on our channel, and yeah, definitely excited. It's great to be in Bitcoin, great to be in Ethereum, great to be in all these altcoins.
Man, you've been blowing up. Your views are crazy. You have a lovely community. I'm very happy to have you here on the show. We at MMCrypto, we've been crushing it on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also a little bit on altcoins. But I know you are focusing a lot on altcoins, so it's a pleasure to have you here. And today, I want to know something very, very specific from you. Your top 5 holdings. What altcoins are you holding? What are your top 5 altcoins? Especially considering what prices, what access you are predicting for them. So the stage is yours. Maybe you start with the first one.
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, I have an Ethereum pillow behind me. A lot of people know I call myself the official Ethereum channel because it's decentralized and nobody can tell me otherwise. So we love Ethereum on this channel, but when it comes to altcoins, we're really seeing kind of we're seeing a changing of narrative for Ethereum where almost like Ethereum isn't even really considered an altcoin. It's like its own thing. It's like Bitcoin, Bitcoin's A and it's B, and then altcoins are under it because Ethereum has its own specific part of the cycle. So I'm not going to be talking about Ethereum today other than to say we love Ethereum. It's great. But I'm going to be giving you guys some other altcoins that I think are going to absolutely crush it. First one is going to be ADA, Cardano. We love Cardano. We've been talking about Cardano for a long time. We had Charles Hoskinson on my show recently for an interview. We've actually had him twice in the last couple of months. He told everybody on Twitter in January that February was going to be a crazy killer month for Cardano, and that is coming to pass. We predicted a $2 ADA by the end of February. A lot of people were thinking that was crazy when the price was at 40 cents. Now that the price is once again challenging $1, people aren't thinking $2 is crazy anymore. As you know, a lot of people, they seem to think we've got outlandish predictions until they come true, and most of the time they do. And I think when you look at what Ethereum is going through in terms of the struggles with the gas prices, when it comes to smaller transactions, we're actually doing a 1K to 10K challenge on my channel where we're trying to turn $1,000 into $10,000 just like we were new. And we're running into big problems with gas fees that, as a person that's been in this space for a while and has, decent sized portfolios, we don't think about as much. But as a small person coming in, those gas fees are absolutely huge. And we think that Cardano is going to get a lot of the runoff from people that are getting hurt by those fees. And in addition, they're in the next phase, the roadmap, Goguen, the decentralization, the smart contracts, and everything like that. We think ADA this year has the potential to go all the way to $8.
$8. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's still like more than an 8x from here, considering that was already going much higher. Recently, I was talking with Ivan about altcoins, and sometimes altcoins which already popped are still a good bet because they popped maybe for a reason, and just not to get involved in an altcoin because it already jumped is maybe the wrong approach in altcoins, maybe the right one in stocks, but not the right one in crypto. So, Cardano still an 8x from here or even more. What are the other ones here? I think you started probably with the highest capitalized ones. The lower the capitalization is, the higher the potential X. But I want to say the higher the risk involved, of course, as well.
Absolutely.
Anyway, what is your second pick for today?
Yeah.
I'm already pumped about the first one.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the most potential one, a smaller, really speculative one for last, because we are gonna go in terms of market cap here. And next, next I have Chainlink. I mean, we love Chain. We think Chainlink is the next big thing, even though it's already been the next big thing for years and years. We think it's got so much more potential. It popped up today to almost, or the day we're recording this, to almost $30. No telling where it's going to go from here. It's got such a strong community and such a strong utility and such strong adoption already. Like that is like kind of the trifecta when it comes to, what you want for a cryptocurrency project. It's a bridge between not just blockchain and off-chain data feeds. It's also kind of a bridge in a lot of ways between regular CeFi, centralized finance, and DeFi. And so if you look at CoinMarketCap, it actually considers Link to be a DeFi project. And, the price for Link just keeps going up. It's definitely hit some moments where it seemed like it was running out of gas, and then it'll just pick right on up and keep on moving. Those Link Marines definitely keep the price chugging. And so we looked at a lot of different numbers, and we've been saying this same prediction for Link throughout the last year, which is we think Chainlink has the potential to get all the way to $900 per coin. Right now it's at, $26 or $29 as of today. So you're still looking at like a 30X from here. We do think it has that potential. $1,000, some people are saying, some people are predicting $2,400 for Link, which is crazy. But I think it can easily get all the way up to $900 per coin.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a crazy market cap if we consider that Link is probably already
insane.
Where is it, at 20 billion or?
It's insane.
Yeah,
the numbers are crazy.
The numbers are crazy, but yeah, of course, it is in the room of possibilities, especially considering what they are planning. In the end of the day, just we have to wait and see how crazy this bull market will be and how many of the promises they are making they're actually delivering on. So great, man. Cardano, Chainlink, what is number 3? And I can tell everyone, wait until the end, because you want to catch every one of them. And the more we go into it, the more risky it gets, but the higher the X, of course, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do, before I move to number 3, I do want to address the market cap issue, because that is an issue that gets brought up a lot, which is at some point, like when these smaller coins are worth more than Apple or more than Tesla, it really seems unfathomable. But what you realize is I'm telling you, that derivatives market is so big, and these larger altcoins have the opportunity to tap into that, where the market cap doesn't actually have to be dollar for dollar. A lot of that can be on leverage and on margin through derivatives, unlike with the actual stock market. And when you're looking at the valuations of corporations, that actually is a $1 to $1 ratio, between the actual dollars inside of that. I believe. I'm not as well versed in the stock market, but I do believe that is the case. So I think it is possible. I think a $20 trillion market cap, $20 to $22 trillion market cap for all of crypto is where we're heading to. So as far as number 3 goes, I have another one that, this would have been a super sexy pick for me to give you like a few weeks ago when I first did a video on it. Now it's already ran up, I think 4X from 4 or 5X from when we covered it in a full video about 3 weeks ago, which is eGold or Elrond. We love Elrond. We think it is such a great project. The tech behind it is really fascinating. It is a smart contract platform. It's trying to build like the internet of blockchains in a sense. And I think one of the things that projects need to have is strong leadership, strong marketing, and strong community. The Elrond community is number 2 in all of cryptocurrency for community engagement, right behind Cardano. And when you look at the leadership from Benjamin Minchu, I think that's how you pronounce it anyways. He recently went and met with the mayor of Miami. You saw the Winklevoss twins there. You see the big names that are making big moves. When I covered it, it was under $40. It clocked in over $200 yesterday. I don't know what the price that day. I think it had a little bit of a pullback, which could be a good time to get in. But we believe Elrond still has a lot of potential. I think, back when it was $40, we were saying it could go up 40, 50X. It's already gone up 5X. So, it's definitely eaten up a lot of that potential in the last few weeks. And it just proves the number one thing you don't need to do is jump out of projects too quickly, because a lot of times they will have that big meteoric rise and you'll miss it.
Exactly. I remember the last bull cycle. Some of the altcoins I exited too early, and they always overshot expectations. Funny story about Elrond is I had a Skype call or Zoom call, whatever, with the founders before their private sale. And I was getting a big opportunity to go in heavy. And I don't know why. Back then, I really liked them. They were very legit. But something told me, look at some other things, and then I forgot about it. So I think that now would have been like, I don't know what, like a 400X or whatever, like something crazy for sure.
Wow. Yeah,
Anyway.
a lot of people don't realize, like, is a person that has a platform like we have, like, we get contacted from so many different places, and I've got so many great opportunities I missed out on because, I mean, it's just bulk, but at some point, and this is what I tell people that's really important to think about your portfolio. Like, you don't want to be over diversified, because, like, if you have $100 to put in crypto and you put $1 into 100 different coins, what's really going to happen? Like, even if one of them 100x is like, great, you doubled your money, you've been better off taking that money and putting it in one solid project that might 3x, and then you'd have more money. So, don't over diversify. I think there's a lesson in there for people too.
Yeah, for sure. And that was also the reason I had like 1,000 Skype calls in that year. So obviously, like, it was very hard to keep track and to understand the potential of Elrond back then. I understood it already many months ago, but back then, no. Anyway, maybe we can go into number 4. I think we have 5 prepared for today.
That's right, correct. So number 4, I'm going with synthetics. I love synthetics. It's my number 1 DeFi pick of this year. I think it's going to do absolutely phenomenal. It's had a good, decent run up here lately. I've been talking about synthetics, since it was well below $5. And I think that synthetics, what it's doing for the world, because you live in one place, I live in a different place. We each have different regulation that goes over our stock markets and what we're allowed to do as a country. I mean, you look at what the UK just did with, lever trade, derivatives markets and stuff. We know the US viewpoint on it. We know a lot of things, right? Actually, what happened back in, I think it was late 2018 or early 2019, BIS, B-I-S-S, that was an exchange that got in trouble in China. It was involved in IOST. It had nothing to do with IOST, but they got in trouble because they were selling American stocks to Chinese citizens. And the regulation that goes behind being able to trade assets in different places, it's so crazy. But what Synthetics has done is Synthetics has been able to create a derivatives synthetic version of every asset, or they will by the time it's fully launched and fully operable, for anything you want to invest in. So what that means, if those Chinese citizens want to invest in some American stocks, they could invest in, it's kind of like Bitcoin futures settled in US dollars. It's paper Bitcoin. They can invest in paper versions of, any asset out there, whether it's Apple or whether it's an ETF or whether it's, oil, anything you can trade synthetically. And that's what synthetics is. And the opportunity that presents to people that now, thanks to Wall Street Bets, they understand what shorting is. They understand the derivatives market. And this will be able to bridge the normal person to that derivatives market and allow them to get into it in a way where they don't have to worry about regulation. And I think the prospects for this one is mind-blowing. This could end up being a top 5 project down the road. I mean, there's nothing higher than the top 5, but no telling how high this one can get, in my opinion. I think eventually it will pass Aave as the number 1 DeFi project. Wow. And for this bull run, it's not going to be fully launched and integrated, right? They're going to give us some cool stuff to wait for the next bull run when we're actually able to take advantage of the derivatives market through it. But I think synthetics can, still at this point, almost 20x from here. I think it's at $23 or $24 today. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think you can get it $400 per coin.
That sounds crazy, and I'm sure for some people they think, oh, 20x, but this already goes to show that we are getting a little bit crazy in that bull market, because the 20x is just like 2,000% gains. Yeah, crazy, man. Thank you so much. We had Cardano, we talked about Ethereum, we talked about Cardano, we talked about Chainlink, we talked about Elrond, and also about synthetics. And we have one altcoin here in the end, and of course that's a very risky one. The potential upside is very high. The potential downside is always limited at 100%. But can you please reveal what is this last altcoin you want to talk about? What is the potential price target or the percentage gain you are looking out for in this specific portfolio position?
Yeah, so we recently just covered this project on my channel. We had a big investigative piece. None of this information was given to us from the team. None of this information was fed to us. We actually had my researchers, had some contacts, and were able to trace all this together. Some of the biggest money in crypto is behind this project. Some of the same money that was pushing Polkadot up to, crazy, market cap, where it got all the way up to number 3 recently. A lot of the hedge funds, a lot of the venture capital groups that are behind it also are behind this one. It's called APY Finance. So I did want to be clear, like at the beginning, This is not sponsored in any way. It never was sponsored on my channel. We just got some killer information to share with people on it. And we were able to show the links and the ties that it has to Aave, to some of the big money, to Polkadot, to some of the craziest things going on in the crypto space. This one has got all the links to it. This is a yield farming robo-advisor project. What that means is this is a decentralized finance project that allows people to go in through either DAI or USDT or USDC, I believe, and it will automatically link you to the highest returning yield farming. All you got to do is deposit the stable coin in there, and it's going to go and find that for you, and it does it automatically. So we know from the fundamental side and the technology side, it's got a lot to like about it. But it also has a lot from kind of the inner fundamentals, if you will, from if you can kind of follow the money in crypto. Like I said, Aave, Coinbase shows Aave as a 100,000% gainer this year. The numbers I've looked at are closer to 400x, whatever the case may be. But some of the same money behind that is behind this, and it's one people need to pay attention to. It's definitely going to be on your radar for a long time. This is going to be one we're going to be talking about by the end of the year. It's absolutely exploding. I said when the price was around $1, I thought that it could 500x. But now, you know, it's already gone 300%. I think it's sitting around $3 or $4 right now. We still think even from here, you know, it definitely has 100x potential.
Crazy, crazy. And I want to put out a disclaimer. I personally, myself, I invested in the private sale, so I want to keep out of this discussion here right now.
I did not invest in the private sale. I didn't know that you had, actually.
Yeah, exactly. I just have to check my position. I'm always too lazy to check, but might be an interesting position right now. Thank you for all of these picks. And of course, everyone, make your own research, invest at your own risk. If it goes down 100%, it's not our fault, it's your fault. But I think this was a very, very interesting pieces of information, and I know you've been crushing it over there on your channel. By the way, everyone, I will leave the link to his channel in the pinned comment, in the video description. Go over, follow him, press the bell, do all of that good stuff. It's a very good channel for sure. And we had another collaboration also over on the BitBoy channel, so you might as well go over and watch it as well. It was great today. Thank you so much for your content, for taking your time. It was a big pleasure to talk to you. Do you have any last words to share maybe before we are wrapping it up for today?
Yeah, I would just like to tell everybody, like, you know, it's great to be in crypto. Just like I said at the beginning, and for all of you guys that are in right now, you're early enough to make life-changing money. I would say the thing is these altcoins explode. Definitely, guys, think about not necessarily taking profits right now. So none of us think we're near the top of this run, but there will come a time where it will be important for you to take profits. I think by the end of this year, we will be heading back down to a bear market. But until then, there's going to be a lot of fireworks. And already right now, what I'm doing is trying to plan out, like, how can I take the profits from this bull run even and get ready to roll them into the next one? Because if you haven't made life-changing money during this bull run, you still have time to make absolutely, you know, early retirement kind of gains in the next one if you play your cards right now. So that's all. That's what I like to tell your audience, and appreciate having me on.
Beautiful advice, beautiful advice. I can also recommend everyone to network a little bit in this space, get good contacts over there, especially in the up-and-coming bear market. It is very easy to network. Everyone will be dropping out, and you will be set for the next one for sure. Thank you so much for all your content. Thanks for you joining the episode today. As I said, the links are down below. The subscription box of MMCrypto is here and there. Make sure you click it, and also by BitBoy, of course. And we will see each other at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.